Welcome, everybody, to this week's holiday update from OneDoor Studios. We got every single one of us on the call today. Thomas, Jay, John, Paul, Dan, myself, and I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. It's a little bit early, but the whole Hollywood industry shuts down during the holidays, and almost nothing happens from Christmas to New Year's. So we wanted to wish you guys Merry Christmas and tell you what's going on at OneDoor Studios this week. So we're going to start with the script. You guys know that about a month and a half ago, we received the draft from Ann Peacock, and then we subsequently contracted with Nova McBee to do a draft, to do a polish on that script. And we've made a lot of progress on that. We've had a meeting last week, and we went through the entire script with our notes, our producer's notes on it. Let me tell you what, guys, we were in tears, weren't we?
We were.
In a positive way.
Yeah. It was so bad.
Come out right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. These tears of joy. I mean, it was more like tears of like, this is such a powerful, moving story. One of the things is like we wanted a lot of the elements in the book, which it takes time in the book to unfold some of these elements. And when you're doing a screenplay, you don't have nearly as much time to unfold it. And so how do you get the power in less time? And I can tell you, though, that a lot of these elements that had power in the book have just as much, if not sometimes more power in the script. And so it was an exciting time. Paul read through the script, and we couldn't even get through some of the reading it without crying. It was just so good.
At least two small.
So, Paul, give us a little update, because you're taking the lead on the script right now with Novus. Give us a little bit of an update on what's happening with that.
Well, it's like you said, the story has always been there. It's just such a great world that Nova has created in these books, and that Anne did a great job of adapting into the screenplay. But we were missing some of the depth, some of the real punch, the emotion, and even some of the humor that we're hoping to have in the movie. And we are so much closer now. Like you said, I was actually the one reading through the script last week, and I was totally surprised. Like, all of a sudden, I choked up. I couldn't read, and John had to step in and continue reading. Boy, I think we finished that session feeling like, wow, we've got a tiger by the tail.
Yeah.
We've got a super cool project. And when all the rest of the people we pull in, the director, the actors, our co-production partners, our studio, when all of them start to feel it the way we felt it last week, they're going to get super excited.
Yeah. The beginning of the meeting, I was a little bit unsure how it was going to go, because we have all of us producers here, and all of us have opinions about the script, and all of us wrote our opinions on it. There was 250 pages of essentially opinions on the script. I thought, how are we going to get through this? But then it was a miracle. We did this meeting, and it was like we got through it, and it was like, wow, this is so powerful, and we were all aligned on nearly everything. And so the light is at the end of the tunnel, I believe, on the script, and we're nearing our shooting script. So we can be very happy about that. And we could probably talk about that for the next half hour and be excited about it, but we have to move on to some other things. So you guys are all aware that our offerings for calculated sequels, our offerings for MyStream are now offline. And I'm sure some of you are wondering why. We have quite a number of reasons for it. One of the reasons is, which we haven't really announced this yet, is Paul Lauer is our new CEO of OneDoor Studios. For those of you who don't know, and we're all excited, but absolutely excited about that. Paul brings a wealth of experience, and I love how pragmatic Paul is. It's just my favorite thing about Paul. So when he came in the company, he was excited about Calculated. He saw the value in this project, and but he did see something about our raise, and it was through his recommendation we took it down. So talk a little bit about that, Paul. Why did we take Calculated sequels offline?
Well, to the point that you're making, and by the way, thanks for the announcement. I'm kind of embarrassed that you're making the announcement, but anyway, two reasons. Number one, we have to recalibrate the paperwork in the company. There's what they call material changes when you're replacing or swapping out executive roles and so forth. And so all of that paperwork has to be done from a legal standpoint. And then we can go back out to our fundraising. The second is when I saw the terms that you guys have been offering to the crowd, I was like, what? Wow, that is generous. In fact, it's probably a little too generous. So if you are a person who invested in round one on calculator or calculated sequels, pat yourself on the back because you got friggin' amazing terms. And most likely we're not going to see those terms again when we come back out, back for our second raise. So yeah, it's all good. And likewise on the MyStream side, same thing is happening where we've got to recalibrate roles and responsibilities. Dan, the new CEO over there, did we announce that before, by the way?
I don't think we did. We couldn't announce it until after the raises were closed. And now we're announcing that too, that Dan Cobb is the CEO of MyStream.
Yeah.
So-
Huh?
Yeah.
It's amazing stuff because Dan is the one who brought the MVP, the minimum viable product, to life for MyStream. We have our alpha, whatever you want to call it, the alpha version, the functional alpha version of the software, which some of our investors have gotten a chance to, look under the hood and take a peek at. So we have Dan, the amazing Dan, with his years of experience, and actually this idea for a MyStream or this type of a platform has been on his mind for a couple of decades. Am I inaccurate by saying that, Dan?
True. It's a very, very long time. And it's as is my relationship with Paul, which is exciting that, both of us are being named today. It's a very emotional moment for me as well, because it's just a deep relationship of trust and friendship and leadership that we've watched over the years, and to work together in these kind of parallel universes where we're building a brand that stands for something meaningful, for something we wanted to do since we were literally kids. This is exciting. This is really exciting. And the MVP, we've really been excited about our advisory council. We've had, and we now have 400 members of the council, and they're joining us in co-creation. The ideas coming from that council are creating this service that we're going to have. I mean, how you get in your family room, you sit down to watch your TV set, you either can't find the remote, can't find the show, or you can't find the kids when you finally get the show working. It's a frustrating experience. And these people are now bringing ideas based on their own personal experiences. And we are so thankful because not only are you investors, and many of you have invested both in Calculated and MyStream, you're contributors and inventors of the technology. So some of the things that we're going to launch on the next iteration are coming straight out of the minds of our investors. And this is just fun. We're just having the time of our lives building something that we've been dreaming about since we were kids.
Yeah. Well, so that's the reason.
I wanted to point something out too, because as Dan said, it's really a dream come true for him and for me on the film production side and Dan on the streaming side. What the three of you guys did, and of course with Thomas supporting, so really the four of you guys teed it up to the point where we can step in and join you and help bring these dreams to reality. But I want to point out that one of the challenges you guys were having is being divided. Like you were doing too many things at one time. You were not only doing the movies, but you're also trying to launch a streaming platform. And you've made a really smart choice by saying, we need somebody to run the movie division. We need somebody to run the MyStream division, keep them separate so that they can both operate, and kind of earn their way based on those individual divisions. And that's what's happening now with both of us as the CEOs, of the two separate entities.
Yeah, if I could just add,
Go ahead.
I just feel I speak for John and Stephen and Thomas. We feel like Providence has just smiled on us.
Yeah.
Like it's just been incredible to have you guys join this team and bring the life, the encouragement, the expertise. It's been amazing.
Yeah, things are definitely looking very up with you guys at the helms of each of these companies. And I never even mentioned, well, maybe some of the investors know, but Paul Lauer, I forgot to give him some of his credits, is that he worked heavily on The Passion of the Christ, on the movie The Shack, and Narnia, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Any others that I'm missing, Paul, that are more obvious? I know you have more experience than just that, but
Balboa and
Well, yeah,
Warriors Express, and I mean, my gosh.
just you can IMDb me. For anybody that doesn't know IMDb, just go to imdb.com, and that's where you see all the movies somebody's worked on. But it's been 20 years of working on movies in Hollywood, and super excited to partner with you guys, because honestly, OneDoor Studios has some of the best IP, as we call it, the best intellectual property, meaning the projects you're developing, of anybody. Like Calculated, there's not another franchise out there that I've seen in development that's as good as Calculated.
Yeah.
So when I saw it, I was like, I don't care who these guys are, man. I want to be part of that franchise.
and that's been reiterated by other producers, other well-known producers as well, who've seen this universe, saying this is a story universe that the world needs right now.
Yeah, let me encourage you guys who invested. This team, what they did by putting Paul and I in charge, we were the newcomers. Think about what it takes when you're a founder, when it's your vision, when you're one of 3 in the world that has created an entertainment crowd fund at this level, and you bring in outsiders to run your company. Think about the humility it takes. Think about the type of personality that requires, and what it says about their character. I'm honored by the opportunity. I know Paul is the same way. What you created here, the movement you created, we're here to bring it to another level. But let's not forget who created it and what it took to get here.
Awesome. Well, guys, it is Christmas, just about, and we hardly ever talk about the fact that we actually have a store at OneDoorStudios.com. It's on OneDoorStudios.com, right, guys? There's a little tab at the top that says store.
No, it's actually we go.one.
Okay, so it's changed to WeGo.one, and there's a tab up there that says store. And we told one of our investors, called, said, "Hey, can I get some of the sweatshirts or the hats you guys wear?" Like, yeah, we have in a store. And he went and bought a ton of stuff for Christmas for his family. So if you guys need any Christmas presents, go to WeGo.one and click on the store. And we have these hats, we have the sweatshirts, we have all kinds of stuff that you can get, and hopefully delivered within 2 weeks. Might be getting a little bit late, but it's there for you. So
Yeah,
thanks,
Stephen,
guys, for go ahead. Sorry.
I would just say the thing that prompted that purchase was that it was an investor's daughter who had just finished reading the books, and she loved the book so much that she was like, "Can I please have a Calculated hoodie for Christmas?" So that's another gift idea too. It's never a bad idea to buy a friend a copy of Calculated, or if you haven't read it yourself.
There's a Calculated hoodie right there.
Yeah, everyone who's read Calculated absolutely loves it. So
With Nova McBee's signature on the back of it. Pretty sweet. No,
Only one place to get those.
only one place to get those. Guys, I think that's it. We want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining us for this update. And we'll probably be seeing you after the new year, because like the industry does shut down. And I don't know, even if we had conversations with people, not a lot of progress would happen, because like nobody in Hollywood's doing anything right now. So
except us.
except us. Yeah, no, that's true.
We will definitely not be shutting down, but we probably won't be doing another update because we're so busy working for you guys.
Yeah. The script is continuing. Nova's going to be, she'll probably deliver another draft by, I don't want to, she hasn't said it, but she works fast. And
she's not shut down for the holidays, that's for sure.
She's
This is the right season. It's a season to sit back and consider all the things we have to be grateful for. And these projects, we've never been in a position like this before. And both of our kind of lead projects, Calculated, the lead of that whole franchise. It's just queued up and it's ready to go. We've never had so much promise, so much reason to be really encouraged about where we're right on the precipice of. And we've been so blessed. We love the enthusiasm Nova had. There was really no historical reason for us, industry-wise, to think that she was going to turn out a script that really put this franchise over the top, and she did. And we're so there's just so many reasons for us to be grateful this time of year. And Dan Dan and his team queuing up all the development for MyStream and getting it to where we can actually see it and play with it and see where we're headed with it this new year. So we are busy over these holidays, kind of getting everything ready, but you can expect to see us hitting the road running coming the first of the year. And it will, in fact, reflect how enthusiastic we are and how developed our lead projects are. And it's a great time. So Merry Christmas to all of you. You put the fuel in our tank to be able to get us to where we are. And we just couldn't be more encouraged.
Well said, John. Well
Thank you.
said. Awesome. Merry Christmas, everybody. And we'll see you again at the first of the year.
Hey, Jen.